Myanmar is a country in Southeast Asia. Formerly Burma, the name was changed in 1989. The capital has been located in Naypyidaw since it was moved in 2005. This is the current flag. The white star represents the consolidated union, yellow symbolizes solidarity, green represents peace, and red stands for courage. Myanmar is currently a unitary presidential republic, with a bicameral legislature that is 75% elected and 25% military appointed. There are over 50 million people living in Myanmar. The largest group is the Burmese, who make up nearly 70%. There are various minority groups, such as the Shan, Karen, and Rakhine. Most men wear a longji, a sheet of cloth wrapped around the waist. You'll also notice that many women spread tanaka, a paste made from tree bark, on their face. It's worn to protect from sunburn and for its cosmetic beauty. The official language of the country is Burmese, which has its own writing system, known as the Burmese script. While most people can speak Burmese, there are actually about 100 languages spoken in Myanmar. Over 80% of the people are Buddhists. You'll also find Hindu temples, churches, and the occasional Chinese temple throughout the country. When traveling in Myanmar, you're likely to encounter a Shinbu ceremony. This coming-of-age ceremony is very elaborate, and it takes place when young boys are about to enter the monastery, something every boy does for at least a short time. You'll find monks around every corner too, as there are millions of them in monasteries across the country. It doesn't take long to notice what an important part of the culture this is. There are many festivals throughout the year in Myanmar, such as this pagoda festival in the Shan state. Another big part of the culture is this game called Chinlone. One version has 2 teams and a net, while the other is not competitive and is played with 6 people. Speaking of culture, this marionette puppet show is very traditional in Myanmar. Although not as famous as the cuisine from other Southeast Asian countries such as Thailand or Vietnam, there's plenty of tasty food in Myanmar. A common meal includes a variety of light snacks, vegetables, rice, and a curry. Wash it all down in the evening by visiting a beer station, the local version of a bar, where you can enjoy a cold one or two. The architecture of Myanmar is interesting and diverse. You'll see stunning pagodas, an early 1900s British hotel, temples nearly 1,000 years old, a former royal palace, a colonial clock tower, and so much more. With just a few weeks in Myanmar, you can visit Mandalay to explore the former palace and other sites in and around the city. Next, stop by Pien U Lin, a former British hill station that has a great botanical garden. Head to Sepah for some trekking in the surrounding villages and stunning views at sunset. Cruise along Inle Lake, the most popular tourist destination, and see the floating villages. Stick around and explore the area on land with a 3-day trek. A long journey brings you to Bagan, site of a former kingdom and home to thousands of amazing temples. Wind down the trip in the former capital of Yangon. Take a ride on the Circle train, and check out the stunning Shui Dagan Pagoda. Getting around Myanmar can be confusing, but there are many options. Take a local truck like this for around $1. Cruise on an e-bike around the temples of Bagan, or ride in a small boat around Inle Lake. Traditional transport still abounds here, including horse-drawn carriages and bullocks carts. Whatever you do, make sure you take at least one train journey in Myanmar. It's a great local experience, and you may be treated to some epic views. There's so much to explore here, so join us to learn more about Myanmar.